My name is Andrew Farkas. I'm a computer science junior at NC State, and I'm also minoring in math and linguistics. So when I first came to NC State this semester, I was disappointed that the Price Music Center practice rooms you had reservation only, and it was like a hassle to reserve them, and I couldn't invite friends to play. And one of my friends said, "Oh, there's this piano I heard about at the Oval in a tent, and it's blue. It's a blue piano." And I was like, "What?" So then a couple days later I saw it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, there's just a piano." It was like surreal. And I asked around, no one knew where this piano came from or what its deal was, but we could play it, and it was a surprisingly good piano for a free piano outside in the tent on the Oval. So I gradually met people. Whenever I saw someone else playing the piano, I would walk up to them and chat and ask them what songs they were playing and their name. And one point, one of them invited me to a group chat, a text group chat, and we kept adding more people who played the piano to the group chat. So we now have 60 people in the group chat on Discord.
So I was walking around in some other developments and saw pianos out. They were painted, people were playing them. It was adding a lot of vibrancy to the spaces, and so I thought maybe let's give it a try on Centennial Campus. It was free on Craigslist plus a $250 delivery fee.
The idea for my design of the piano came from a project I'd done a year ago where I went to the materials lab and I went through one of their back rooms where they had things that had been donated. So what had been donated were these metal objects, these small tin shapes, and I knew about them and had them in the back of my mind for a year. When Jude said that this thing was going to be outside, I immediately thought of what materials I could work with that could stand up to outside. And so my mind went straight there. And then we also had done a project where we had exterior house paint. So between those two things, I knew what my materials were going to be. And so let's see, the tin shapes, there were some suns, there were these these things that ended up being bluebells. So when I painted them, they became bluebells, but when they were actually in the container sitting there, they were these little tassels that would be at the bottom of a cord, and they would be weighted and hold the cord on draperies of some sort, right? Well, I looked at the shape and I said, if I turn that upside down and I painted it, could be like bluebells. So I said, okay, I've got kind of a nature theme going. And so I just went from there and said, let's see what can I do to cover the surface. Vines would be great. So vines, bluebells, and happy sun faces.
It was nowhere near what I expected. It had more dimension than any of the previous outdoor pianos that I had seen in other places. It had way more care to the work itself. It had more thought to the work itself. And it could be put anywhere on our campus. It wasn't site specific, and that is one of the things we spoke about. It was, let's make something that can go anywhere. And so when I first saw this, of course my mouth dropped and I was like, Greg is the perfect person, so glad we connected, and couldn't have been happier.
I've made several friends through this. Some people will clap after a song, or they'll ask what I was just playing, or I'll ask them if they recognized it. A lot of people recognize the Me Channel theme, which is one of the songs I play. Everyone laughs at that one. So, and I've also gone up to other people as they're playing and talked with them. It's really great how everyone brings some different kind of music to the piano. So I play mostly video game music, I need the sheet music. Some people play pop songs by ear, some people play a lot of classical music, some people improvise. Some people are just starting and they started piano 6 months ago, and so they're playing the most basic things, but it's still really wonderful how everyone has something different to add.